Alright y'all, it's your Big Bear here. Now Carbay Diem has sent me a new sponsors box filled with different kinds of noodles. Now I got spaghetti, elbow, and cavatappi. I figured this would be a good opportunity to have a low carb conversation with y'all. The reason I do a low carbohydrate diet is because your body's gonna burn carbs before it does fat. And I figured if I remove the carbs, it's gonna burn straight fat, and that's gonna be weight loss. And that's what I'm aiming for. Now there's not much I can do with noodles to change things up, but I do know I can make some wonderful sauce to go on top. I'm gonna show y'all why they call me the sauce. I'm gonna do some simple tomato wine sauce, put it all over this cavatappi. It's gonna be glorious. Stick around, I'll show you how we do it.
Now, the folks down at Carbay Diem have changed the game with these noodles. To read this label, you're going to grab them 40 carbohydrates and remove 24 dietary fibers. That's going to leave you with about 15, 16 grams of carbs per serving. While we're waiting on that water to boil, I'm going to add a little flavor to these noodles by going in there with that salt, and then we're going to toss what we got down up in there and get things going. While that's doing, let's go ahead and heat some olive oil in a big old skillet. I'm going to grab a big old bulb of garlic. Now, to remove all that outer peeling, you're going to grab your big old bear paws and just shake it. And they come out pretty clean looking, ready to run your knife through. Just a rough chop. So we're going to throw it in that skillet on medium-low heat as not to burn. And then we're going to get started on them cherry tomatoes. If you want the sweetness from a good homegrown tomato, but it ain't seasoned, these are a good substitute. Don't forget to salt them things. Hit it with that fresh cracked black pepper, then we're going to amp that heat up with the crushed red. Head on down to your local Walmarts and grab the finest bottle of white wine you can get your hands on. Go on in there with a couple glasses. We're going to thicken things up with some of that tomato paste. Now, you want to get everything well incorporated. Simmer out all that alcohol. Now, I went ahead and chopped up a bunch of fresh basil. I'm going to go ahead and drop that on in there. Once all these aromatics start entering your nasal cavity, you're going to want to hit it with that cream. It's about time to start eating, y'all, but not before I give y'all that money shot. We'll now look, he's there. We're going to let everybody get to know each other, let the sauce thicken. Let's plate up, and we're going to top it with that Parmesan cheese. Now, these ingredients were few when them flavors slapped. Now, if y'all want to settle in for a little bit, I'm going to grab them spaghetti noodles and use them in a not-so-traditional way.